Yo, what is up, my people? Hope you guys having a great day. I'm bringing you a raid guide today for the third encounter with Williams. I'm doing the third encounter because I feel like there's a lot of creators that are already covering the first and the second. So I want to make sure I keep it flowing for you and hit you with the third boss real quick. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them when I get a chance. And yeah, this is me and the clan right here. We defeated the raid. Shout out to all the boys. You know, it was a great journey. Awesome experience, and I feel like we all bonded. It is going to be super hard for a lot of groups, but as long as you have the right comp, you should be good to go. All right, and in this video I'm going to do my best to explain the comp and the mechanics to you. All right, so I hope you enjoy. Let's get it. All right, my people, so this is one of the most important mechanics. And this is the run diagnostic, okay? You need to run this diagnostic to press the buttons on the bottom whenever the time comes, all right? So for pressure and electricity, you're always going to have to hit 3 boxes for electricity or 3 valves for pressure, okay? Pressure is always on the floor below the diagnostic, which is the second floor, in my opinion. Only in the second floor, okay? So the strategy that I use, guys, is I have 2 people controlling the tower at all times, okay? So that means 2 people are going to go up. There is 2 of these items that pull you up to the top, all right? One on the left and one on the right. You want to make sure you guys are always using the separate ones. That way you can go up top together at the same time, all right? I go up top after the alarm stops ringing. It goes beep, beep, beep. And then I go up top when it's not ringing, even though the status is on, okay? The reason I can do that is because I'm running a 100% hazard build. And when I'm up here, I can stand in the fire. I can stand in the electricity. I can stand in the pressure. But I cannot withstand its initial blast, all right? It doesn't matter what you're running, what build you're running, tank, vanguard. If you're standing up here when the alarm is going off because the person has pressed the button on the bottom console, you will die, okay? So as soon as the person on the bottom, you're going to have to hold the diagnostic for, like, let's say Dr. Wolf down here to press the pressure, okay? So while I'm holding this pressure, after the people hit the 3 levers, he's going to be able to press the button, okay? And at that point, I'm gonna have to get down.
That's all I got ads on me.
So right here, I gotta hold this. Then he presses the button, and then you hear the alarm.
Yep.
So we're going to right now.
And that's when you get off. It releases the pressure. And then at this point, I usually go right back up because the initial blast is over, and I can withstand whatever status is up there. Okay. So as you can see, I'm right back up there.
He's immune now. He's immune. You
got snipers up here, and you have electric boxes, all right? Electric boxes are the only item that are on every single floor, okay? There's 3 floors, in my opinion, all right? So top floor, middle floor, and then bottom floor where you can walk up and down the stairs right here. But I consider this all bottom floor and this top floor. So on top floor, you have boxes. That's why you need 2 dudes up here always, all right? One dude to hit the actual machine and the other dude to check if the boxes are up here. Because sometimes it's going to be yellow. So if it's yellow, you need the dudes to make sure that the box is not on top. And then they're going to go to the second floor where there is more boxes, and they're going to check on the second floor. And if there's no boxes, then the box should be on the bottom floor, okay? So
run to raid.
as far as fire goes,
stand by on the pipe.
When you see the fire, the whole furnace is going to be on fire, all right? So there's going to be a fire valve on the bottom that you need to find, okay? You need to press the valves on the bottom until you see fire coming out of one valve. All right, so right here for the electricity, my man Oye right here, he's going to run around the first floor, and he's going to check if there's anything up here. If there's not, he's going to drop under me. So he's checking right now. He saw nothing, so he's going now to the second floor. He's going to check the whole second floor. I have to run this diagnostic the whole time for the electricity to pop out. As you can see, the electricity is popping out of the wall on the back of us. All right, you see that box right here? You see these sparks? I know it's not the best explanation, but you're going to see sparks like this popping out, okay? I just want to try to make it as clear as I can for you.
Yep.
And then you got to hold that.
I got one.
You're just going to have to tap it one time, and then the dude is going to have to be on the yellow, on the electric bottom console, okay?
2 more on the console.
So you have to always get 3. Remember, you always have to find 3 pressures on the second floor and 3 electrical boxes on any floor, okay?
You got both?
Now he's going to press the diagnostic. I'm going to kill the sniper real quick. If I'm not holding it, they're not going to see the boxes, okay? So I'm going to go back up there. I killed the sniper. And I'm gonna go ahead and hold it again.
Add spawning blue, Chunga.
And then they'll be able
Okay, I
to
got one.
find it,
I got
right?
one.
So this is why I consider, or I tell you guys, you can run 4 DPS
found
for the
one.
team comp. So team comp could be 4 DPS, 1 tank, 1 healer. That's 6 players, and then 2 hazard builds. All right, the 2 hazard builds are gonna be the dudes touching the buttons. Okay, the reason why is that whenever, let's say, Puppet touches this button down here at the same time that I'm holding this one, he's gonna have Williams spawn on him. Okay, and Williams is gonna be really toxic.
Yeah, we need one more.
And if the person doesn't have like a tank build, a healer build, or a hazard build, most likely they're usually gonna die with a DPS build. Most likely, usually, but you know, some players are a little bit more experienced and can stay alive, right?
Need one more.
All right, so now it's on fire, as you can see. So when the furnace is on fire, you just have to find the correct valve on the bottom floor. And once the guy grabs the valve on the floor,
One more.
the
We need
fire
one
is
more.
gonna stop.
Wait, he's saying we need one more. Oh shit.
Fire's gone. Macho, fire's gone. Yeah, we need someone
And
on
then you're gonna
on
be
the
able to
console. We
press
need
your
someone on the
button.
console, though. Reboot it.
And then somebody has to gonna restart,
Right, I'm pressing it. How do you
reboot the diagnostic on fire.
No one's on
Which is
console
yellow.
to reboot it.
So make sure you have people there. That way
I'm
it's
pushing.
happening like super quickly.
Rebooting.
Whenever you know what color you're looking for, try to have your bottom team and your DPS position on that sector, all right? There's only 3 sectors. And sector A is usually like fire, sector B is usually electricity, and sector C is steam usually, okay? So whatever it is corresponding, you have to get to that area and hold it down. I am immune. That's why I'm able to be up here running with my 100% hazard build, and I don't have any issues, okay? I don't have any issues with the steam, electricity, nothing. I can come up here and do this super fast. All right, I think you guys understand diagnostics. You have to be holding diagnostics for people to see the things they need to hit, okay? If you're not up here holding diagnostic, if you're not up here sniping and killing the snipers,
What is the color?
you're gonna get bodied, okay? I'll explain this one more time for you guys. You guys have electricity right here. And when I press it, you're gonna be able to see it, okay? On the bottom right here, when I turn the camera, you see that? You see those sparks right there on the bottom? Those
I see
sparks
one
on the
box
bottom
What
are,
should
are the box you have to hit. Then you have snipers coming out when you're messing with the console.
Yeah, okay.
And you
Coming down.
just gotta try your best to kill them or
got
call
one.
them out for DPS, all
one.
right? All right, once they hit all the yellow boxes,
Checking.
he'll be able to hit
I see
the
it.
restart button. You got to remember, you got to hold
Rebooting.
diagnostic this whole time. He's going to
Jump
reboot.
down.
You're going to hear the alarm, and you have to jump down.
Sniper up top, watch out.
Boss
The
is out.
person that's
Boss is
hitting the
out.
button should be telling you to jump down because sometimes you don't hear the alarm, unfortunately. But yeah, make sure you guys have some good communication as we did yesterday when we did this. All right, this is another huge mechanic that I want to explain to you guys real quick. So now that you've done it, I believe it's 3 different times you have to do the phases. I could be wrong. It could be 4 times, maybe even 5. But I feel like it's around 3 times. After you've done it 3 times, it's going to be random, right? You're going to get into this phase where the furnace is going to start building up, all right? The lava. And we're going to have to release this lava, all right? So these symbols right here are Pacmans, okay? If you look at it, you see a Pacman like facing down, right? And then you see this one facing a little bit to like the left. These Pacmans need to be facing each other, okay? They need to like be eating towards each other. And then you have these little dots, right? That they have to eat. So once you do that, you'll be able to, I usually have the tank tell me how much I have to hit for this, okay? So they'll both be facing inward, and I'll show you in a second. And then when you face them both inward with this lever on the second floor, you're going to be able to shoot the dots, and they're going to release the lava, okay? You're going to have to also DPS the bottom lava to release it. Yo, don't stand behind the lava because you will get instantly annihilated, all right? It is actually crazy. Even with hazard, even with tank, even with anything, you will get absolutely smoked, okay? So while it's steamed up, my job is going to be to hit these,
No, I'm gonna meet you.
to rotate these right here. These
Okay.
Pacmans, we have to make these Pacmans line up. So I want you to just only say when to stop,
I'll tell you.
okay?
Keep going.
So you're going to have to keep going. It's going to keep moving, and it's
Stop.
okay if you stop early.
Here they are.
Stopping
Alright,
early
like
is
one
better
more.
than stopping like late and having to go all the way around again, okay? So you're just gonna hold it, let it go when he
Here we
says stop. And then, you know, sometimes you might mess
Yeah,
up
we
a little
gotta
bit.
go
You gotta
further.
keep going until you get the Pacmans to line up, all right? So you have to do this 3 times. There's 3 vents on the bottom, all right? So just have the tank rotate with you. He can rotate to his right, and you rotate to your left. Once you got them in the correct position, you're gonna see this Pacman symbol like light up. and then the other one is supposed to be facing this way. So both of them will light up, and just keep doing it. It might take you some time. They need to keep trying to keep the pressure down. As you can see right here, there is no pressure when we start this phase. All right, guys. So you can get to this phase without any pressure on the boss. All right. So just get used to it. It takes experience, and then you'll totally get it right. Sometimes your team can like fall apart a little bit. Like right here, we are kind of on the same step, but we have these ready to go, right?
We need one more though.
Got it.
You see these ready to go? I'm going to keep all of those. I want those 3 to stay that way because I don't want to enter this phase yet, all right? When I release this lava, it's going to send out the boss and a bunch of ads, all right? So I want to do that at the same time. I want to do all 3 of them personally. That's how I've been doing it, and I think that's the best way. You know, this is just my strategy that I'm trying to share with you guys. So if you guys have a better strategy, you know, this is also the first day that the raid's been out. You know, after a while, we're going to get better strategies. But this is just for now, so you know what's happening, all right? So you're not, like, lost and not understanding what's happening.
I got it. Jump down.
All right, so just work on that phase
Over here, Chunga.
until my guys, like, they're doing their best with the buttons. All right, my people, when we get to this part, we're going to go ahead and we're going to shoot the knobs off. And then we're going to have everybody stacked together to survive. I would suggest being on the right side. That way you can move clockwise. Excuse me, counterclockwise. And everybody should stick together the best they can. I would suggest running a skill build on this part, at least 1, 2.
Chunga right behind us.
And then you could run 4 DPS, right? Or maybe even 3 DPS with a status should work perfectly for you. My boy Oye was using the riot foam, and it was working like a miracle, man. It was amazing. And right here, we're just going to wreck this. Look at our pressure, still super low when we're on this phase. And we're going to release this lava. Make sure you're shooting your teammates' feet right there, like I was shooting Crappy's feet. But Crappy just walked into the lava, bro. Got roasted, dude. Crappy's the homie, though, man. We're going to go ahead and keep moving.
I'm gonna throw a revive high for you, prick.
I'm going back up right here. While I'm on fire, I'm going to be able to read the valves, all right? This is the last part of the phase. All right, this is going to be really simple. This usually isn't on fire, okay? So what's going to happen is that you have to get these levers or these levels all to be on the middle, okay? So they're going to be blue, yellow, and red. Yellow meaning it's too low. Red meaning is too high, as you can see. Unfortunately, this is on fire, but, you know, I got my build right here. I'm getting shot by NPCs, too. I'm doing everything, yo. So right here on F, they have to release, and on G, they have to release. I suggest having 1 dude for this because this is actually insanely easy. I thought this would be complicated, but it's super easy. On the bottom levers, they're going to be valves with letters on top, all right? The letters are in order. They go A, B, C, and they go around the furnace. So you just want to start on A. And you start with the first chart, okay? There's going to be 4 different screens with 4 different letters, all right? So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and as you already know, the rest of the letters, right? I, J, K, L right here. And I, you have to add pressure because it's yellow. You have to add it until it's blue. K, you have to also add pressure until it's blue. And then L, they have to add pressure until it's blue. And then you go to the last screen, and now right here, we can see that N is lacking. So we ask them to add some to N. And then we can see that P is over, so we release P. Sometimes the team is not going to make it happen and you're all going to wipe, and that's okay, man. Just keep practicing, working on your strategies, and, you know, whatever fits your group. All groups are different, so don't think you have to do it like this specific way. Okay, as you can see, I'm right here on another run, and I'm at the end, so I'm changing the monitor. Right here, you can see that F is overflowed and everything else is normal. So we're going to reduce F right here. You're going to tell them subtract from F, and then we're going to go to the next chart. We're going to tell them to release some from J and then add some pressure on K. Whenever you see in the lever on the bottom is going to have a negative sign to the left, which is to release. And then it's going to have a positive sign to the right to add, okay? So the lever on the bottom is really easy and to understand, in my opinion. All right, so now N to add and P to add. And I had Wolf doing that, and he was doing great right here. All right, after you're done with this part right here, it's going to activate the final boss phase, all right? So he had to release some on O, and then he had to add some on P. And I already knew he was going to get it done, and now Williams comes out, okay? For Williams, I highly suggest you guys being together, but not on top of him, okay? Make sure your hazard build and maybe even your tank build are on top of him, trying to keep him like, you know, all his attention. Also, make sure you're foaming him. That way he doesn't move anywhere, all right? It makes it really easy for your team. He's not killing you guys with the seekers constantly, you know, and he's just stuck trying to get out the whole time. Plus, with your status running survivalist, you're going to get that 10% bonus damage for like 7 players, maybe even, what, 5 players? So that's like 50% more damage, which is beautiful, all right? So this is the final part right here. This is a spoiler alert, but I don't want you guys to like struggle and suffer. So this is a wipe mechanic right here, okay? And with this wipe mechanic, as soon as you kill the boss, you need 1 person on each console on the bottom, in my opinion, okay? And you want a dude to run up top, all right? I'm going to get this key right now. He's going to drop a key right after. We have a few more seconds. So we're going to go upstairs. And we wipe right here, but check this out, right?
All right.
So when you're upstairs, you're going to have to press the master key, right? So you come over here.
I can't press.
Emergency shutdown button is right here. After you grab the key, you're going to press it. And unfortunately, our man Butter died right there when he was on the console. But if he wouldn't have went down, we would have pressed all the consoles and beat the boss.
I'm down on red.
Oh, another butter's down.
I'm holding
Press
this.
it. Press it now. Press it.
I pressed it,
I got
and
it,
then
I
they
got
didn't
it.
press it
Blue, I got
themselves. So
I got.
Oh,
kidding me?
I got blue. I got.
it happens, but it's okay, man.
yeah, Hassan.
You know,
Oh,
and,
that
and
red
that's
one.
basically the whole guide for you guys. I'll show you guys
Killed me.
us completing it, though. So this is me and the clan. We're right here. We're about to kill Williams. And then we're going to have to all go to our different consoles, right? We had our pressure pretty high, you know, but with the strategies and the tips I gave you, you should have like even less than half of your pressure by the time you're around this phase, all right? Giving you ample time. So now we got to kill her or him. And then right there, we're going to have to get everybody into their areas, okay? I'm going to grab the key. Well, I actually didn't even grab the key. One of my other teammates grabbed it. Echo grabbed it, and he's going to go upstairs, and he's going to press the master key button, which is the one computer that you basically don't use the whole time. So really, really simple. Up top. And then you're going to have to hit that, and then all the dudes on the bottom are going to have to hit their consoles to restart the furnace. That way it doesn't explode on you. As you can see, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we pressed all 3 dudes on 1 second. Can you believe this? Oh my goodness. But yeah, dudes, like this raid is actually phenomenal, man. I've enjoyed it. It's been difficult. And yo, shout out to Massive and everybody out there working on this game. We've been having a blast, man. And we can't wait to master it and drop some better guides for you in the future. But hopefully this helps you for now. I appreciate you guys watching, man. And go ahead and slap that content, baby. I'll catch you on the next one. And I'll be live later on Twitch with the boys. See you then. Peace.